everybody, welcome back. I'm Elisa, and this time we're going to go through the heart some more, but this time we're going to look at the conduction system of the heart. So it's how the heart keeps pace. So I titled it Keeping the Pace, but I also wanted to call it Rhythm of the Beat. But I know you, and I know you'd like keeping the pace better, so I went with that one. So that's for you. Okay, next. All right, let's get the pencil. There it goes. Okay, so the conduction system of the heart is actually broken down into like kind of these two main components. Like the one that happens up here, and then it turns on this second part, which happens right here. And it's going to fire and cause the ventricles to contract. That's kind of the basics of it right there. So let's walk it out a little bit better. So the first part, we call it the SA node, but it's like the sinoatrial node, right? Sinoatrial node. And it's also the pacemaker. I meant to like circle that and not actually X out sino pacemaker of the heart at all. But it's the pacemaker of the heart. So this is the component that decides the when we're going to start the impulse that's going to result in a heartbeat, right? So the sinoatrial node is actually kind of neat because what it is it's not, I know it's shown in yellow here, but it's not neurons. It's actually these converted cardiomyocytes, which is cardio heart, myo meaning muscle cells. And so what happens is they become like hyper activated. So they contract. And so whenever you have a contraction in the heart, all of the adjacent cells next to it are going to say, oh my gosh, did you see that guy? He just jumped. He contracted. I think we're contracting now. Everybody, let's contract. And they do it by this thing called like a gap junction, right? So like if here's two cells, right? Here's cell nucleus A and cell nucleus B, and they have these little windows right here, these little doors, they can kind of talk to each other and go back and forth. And that's like a gap junction because there's still a gap, but they're still joined. Gap, and then junction is like a joining point or a meeting place. Okay, so what they do is they kind of start off um, by contracting, and that contraction kind of spirals out lightly. And what it does is it's going to hit right here in this atrioventricular node, or the AV node, as it were. And once that puppy fires, the big contraction starts to occur. And so what happens is we're going to like send that excitation down this corridor, and it's going to reach what we call this like bundle of His. And so the bundle or the bundle branches are all of this. So you can see how we go from being like one, well, you can't see because I drew on it. Right, okay, so you can see how we go from being like kind of these singular nodes or these singular kind of collected like tracts to all of a sudden like branching out everywhere, right, into this little bundle. So that's what they mean by like this is the bundle of His, this is the bundle of branches, or the branch points. And as you can see, they're going up both sides of the ventricles. And so this is what causes the heart to like pump, if as it were. And then it relaxes, and then the system starts over again. And right, that's basically it in a